Good day, good people. It's Stephanie, and welcome to my channel if you're new. Welcome back if you're returning. Today I was in the mood to just sit down and swatch out some of my inks and play with some of my inks. I have not done just an ink sample swatching in a few months. So I was in the mood today, so that's what I have decided to do. If that's something you're interested in watching, please stay tuned. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and get started. I have some of my tools here. I have my Speedball B nib. I have my Hokaro dip pen, and I have my glass spoon. And I'm going to use the muddler on this end to lay down the swatch. I also will be creating swatch cards at the same time because this is how I inventory my inks to see what I have, and I do this even for my sample inks. So let's just go ahead and get started. The first ink I'm going to lay down is a Van Dieman's Winter ink. It's Somebody's Fog. I kept staring at that trying to figure out how do I pronounce that, and I still didn't figure it out, and I didn't want to butcher it. So that is the first ink we're going to lay down. So how are you guys doing? I hope that you all are doing well in this world that we are living in right now. I hope you are treating yourself well. I hope you are protecting your peace, because that's the name of the game right now, at least in my opinion. I am doing pretty good. For those of you that have been keeping up, I am about to wind up my 30-day retirement and return to work. So I am excited about that, believe it or not, and glad to have a job to go back to. So I've just been crafting, doing little home projects. I'm finally gonna go out of town for a few days next week, but other than that, the rest has been good, and I am grateful. So yeah, just tell me what you guys have been up to in the comments. Okay, this appears to be a very light green ink. Let me get my swatch towel. This appears to be a very light green ink, no shimmer. It's a Van Dieman ink. Interesting. Hope you guys can see it. Okay, let's try a second ink. This one is also not a shimmer. This is Kobe number 70, Rocco Forest Blue. Okay. I've been trying to give some blues a chance here lately. I found out something last night while I was journaling, that I actually like the Stroke of Midnight Blue by Ferris Press. I don't think it's a new ink. It's new to me, and I was introduced to it during this last lineup of Ferris Press ink, so I think that's why I think it's new, but I don't think it is a new color. I have it in my Poseidon Visconti pen, which is also a dark blue, and I think that's why I'm drawn to it and I like it. I like this blue as well because it has a little bit of darkness to it. Okay, and again, this is a Kobe ink, number 70. Troco Forest Blue. I do like that now. I like that for a blue. Okay. The next ink I have is from it's a Van Diemen's ink again, but it's from their autumn collection, and it is called Sweet Fig. It looks to be a plummy type color. And I don't know why I was thinking brown. Well, let's take a look at it. Okay. Well, that's kind of pretty. Sorry I got quiet on you. Yeah, it's got a little, to me, it's a little plummy. Ooh, wondering if it will go perfect with the new plum Twisby that's coming out. I'll have to wait and see because I already have decided I'm going to get it. What about you guys? Have you seen it? Is it something you've already put on your wish list? Because if you're not new to this, you're probably thinking, I need another Twisby like I need a hole in my head. And that's why I don't use the word need when it comes to this hobby. We don't need anything. We would like a lot. But yeah, if you say, do I need it? Of course not. Do I want it is the question. But anyway, not going to beat that to death. Think that this is a pretty color. Wonder if it will match the plum. And I am going to check it out and see if it does. Okay, with that being said, I have another ink. This is a Scribo, and it is Rosso Grano. Let's try that again. Rosso Melagrano. Rosso Melagrano. There you go. That was my Italian for today. And guys, when I sat down and started this video, didn't I sit here and say I was going to do my swatch cards and have not done one? Well, we'll start with this one. That's not enough on that. Okay, here we go. Okay, now that's a pretty color too. Looking like a light wine-ish color, or like the color of a fruity wine. And I say that, but I wouldn't know. I don't drink, never have, but that's what it looks like to me. It's pretty. Let's see. This is a Scribo, and it is Rosso Mellow Grano. Yeah, that is pretty. Okay, and then I just said I was going to start with that color. So let me do what I said I was going to do. And start with that color. On this card. Okay. And again, that's pretty. Sorry guys with my crossover. You know, that's the left-handed thing. And let's look at these four because they have already dried. These are pretty. I even like the first one, even though it's a little light. I'm thinking it's still going to be legible in a pen. I like that Kobe blue, that Van Diemen's fig, sweet fig, and then this last one is pretty as well. Okay, I'm going to continue but switch over to two inks that I have in 10 millimeter bottles from Ferris Press. Couldn't even think, and I'm holding it in my hand. I have the Grapevine, Gossiping Grapevine, and the Brown and Buttered. We're going to do the Brown and Buttered first. Now, I know this one is a newer ink, and I've seen it swatched. I'm going to swatch it here for you guys. My verdict is still out on this one because I know it's a shimmer. That's why I'm shaking it. But I don't know how I really just feel about it. And like I said, seen it swatched, but still just don't know how I feel about it. So I'm going to pay it a little more attention to the dry down because see how it starts out light. It has a shimmer. And see, is that too light? I shook it up and I'm laying down an extra layer because I want to get some shimmer in the dry down. Love the concept of it. Definitely like the name. But like I said, I just don't know. And it's a Ferris wheel press. And again, I think it's browned with an ED and buttered. And yeah, so I'm going to wait for the dry down of that. The paper that I'm using today, guys, this is my Earful notebook. Don't know why I said my fault. It's my Earful notebook that you guys have seen me use in the past with a lot of different, swatches and samples and things of that nature. So it's a good paper to highlight the properties of the inks, I think. Got a little splatter there. So yeah, let's just wait to see what happens when that dries. Okay, let's look at Gossiping Grapevine. It is a purple shimmer. So let's see about this one as well. Interested in what the dry down is going to look like. And again, just putting some extra on the page to hopefully pick up some shimmer in the dry down. But it's a pretty purple. Another Ferris wheel press ink. And it's called Gossiping Grapevine. Okay, that's pretty. I can start to see a little bit of shimmer right here in that ink. Okay. Just a few more I want to try out. I won't hold you guys much longer. So I have 2 more that I want to look at today, 2 more samples. This is Robert Oster's Toffee. Not sure why I had to come in the camera to shake that. But this is Robert Oster's Toffee. Goodness. And it is a caramel looking brown ink. Pretty. What is it with the browns? I think we all love the browns. And then definitely this time of year we love the browns. But I have come to love to write with a brown. And while I do still write with black, there is something to be said about how strong it is on a page, especially if you're journaling and it's on a decorated page, or you've put some of your stickers, washi, and things like that on your page. Sometimes then writing with black just pops so strong on the page. And what's funny is I heard somebody say that, early on before I started playing around with pens and inks. And I was like, what do you mean so strong? I mean, black is black is black. But now that I've paid attention to it, it does pop on a page. And sometimes it can be too strong, again, in my opinion. So, again, I think that's what draws me more to a brown. And then when it comes to brown, I'm learning here lately too that I like a chocolate brown for some reason. But again, the verdict's still out on that as well. Okay, lastly, today for this swatch party, we're going to do Wearing Gold's Othello. And all I know is that it is a dark, okay, it's greenish gray looking down in the tube. Okay, I couldn't remember what type of color this was. I just knew it was a darker shade of gray, green, black. But right here it's looking grayish green, kind of a harvesty color, and really a Thanksgiving color. Now, I know you guys are thinking, girl, you making up stuff. What is a Thanksgiving color? Well, we do our bright oranges and, rusty orange and browns, and we call that, October, Halloween, harvest season. And then for me, as we move into Thanksgiving, I think of us sliding into more darker reds and greens and deeper browns. So to me, this just looks like a Thanksgiving green. And if that becomes a thing, you heard it here first. But yeah, this is forgot to write the name. This is Wearing Gold. Othello, otherwise known as Thanksgiving green. But it is pretty. But see, it's reminding me of leaves at Thanksgiving time. Okay. So yeah, guys, just wanted to come on and play with some inks today, and I thank you for joining me. Um, yeah, that buttered and brown, I'm gonna have to swatch that again on a different type of paper, because if I had to judge it right now from this paper, I can't say that I just love it and I want to. So maybe that's my problem, that I want to. The Gossiping Grapevine, You can see some of the sheening. Again, we never know what the camera's picking up, but you can see the sheening. The Robert Oster's Toffee, you can see the shading. So yeah, good ink swatch party for today. I'm satisfied. Wanted to see what these inks look like outside of the bottle and in real life. So tell me what you think, guys. If you enjoyed the ink swatching, please give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe. Remember to love on your family, especially now in these times. And until I see you in my next video, have a great one. Bye-bye.